Wonderful. Thank you everyone for showing up for another town hall. Town hall number 7, 3rd of July, 2025. This town hall, we are going to talk a bit about what happened in all of Q2. We'll dig into a little bit of Q3 because that is going to be an extremely exciting quarter. And then, of course, we'll talk a little bit about what's going to happen for the rest of the year. And RWA Inc. has been building and building in the background. So today we are going to show you a lot of new development. We're going to share a lot of really cool things. And this might actually be a crazy turning point for the business. Over the next month or two, so much is going to happen. And we cannot wait to share this with every single one of you. So thank you for joining. I will kick off by handing the microphone over to Kevin so he can speak a little bit about the bigger strategic picture of things. Oh, Kevin, you need to unmute.
Hi, everyone. So as you all know, we have been working very, very hard on numerous things in the background. And one of the decisions we took approximately 50 days ago was to really scale both on resources, but also on clearing up all the, you can call it technical and operational debt that a company always has. And we simply did a very big sprint and cleared up many of the things that you normally don't have time to do in a company. So now we have everything ready. We are a gold standard in compliance. We did all the legal work, all the compliance work, all the financial work, and are looking very strong when we look inside the company now, with new resources onboarded, with a clear strategy. We are ready to take the market, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah. We have decided to scale massively also on our thought leadership and AMA, and you can say content strategy, because now is the time really when we have the products ready and everything ready. Now is the time really to go out to the market and tell the world about RWA Inc. So very exciting news is that we are now finalizing the preparation of our own studio, our own AMA studio. It will be amazing, and it will be actually at my home place. And we are wrapping up everything, installing everything, and we'll be so excited to kick that off very soon as well. So it will be a lot of AMAs coming, a lot of webinars showing the product, a lot of video content, and all kinds of great things. So that is something really to look forward to. Yeah. We also have actually a little surprise for you. We're not going to show you what it is today, but we can reveal today. And this is why I've been laughing a little bit when people were pushing for product. And I also was teasing that, guys, you think you get this, but you actually get this in terms of product, because we have actually been building not only one, but 2 products, all while you've been waiting. So we will be launching almost at the same time as the investor platform, but a little bit later. We'll be launching a new disruptive revenue generating product for our client services. It is a brilliant product that will bring massive revenue and buybacks and burns. And there will be, after the investor platform launch, a teaser of the product before we launch it. So, yeah.
Awesome, Kevin. Really appreciate that, and love the teasers, right? Something big is coming, and it really is. Now is the time that we start, sharing the words. And now is the time that we're going to kick off a lot of the marketing as well, because that is what goes into this whole investor ecosystem. And Kevin teased a little bit about the fact that we are also building this whole service platform, client services platform, where we are going to generate revenue and deliver buyback and burns from that. So we're actually multiplying the revenue streams and making it all very, very exciting for the coming future. So let me go through the investor platform a bit more and talk a bit about what's really happening here, because this is going to be groundbreaking for the business and for the industry. This is the first investor platform that's fully compliant, fully regulated, and fully on chain out there. It is the first of its kind. And it is the first that is going to offer all of these different things at the same time. So as you know, we have the advisory and acceleration that's been live for a while, 10 project signs. We have 4 projects in signature and another 10 in the pipeline. So a lot of things are happening on the client side. We're seeing a lot of our, opportunities and clients inbounding now. A lot of people coming to us and saying, hey guys, what you have done is amazing. You are different from everyone else in the Web3 space because you actually build as a business. You don't just hype something that's not really happening ever. You are going to build revenues, profits, and real utility of the token. We want to really learn from you. So we've done a lot of that lately, and we do it every single week. The private fundraising platform, we've all been waiting for this, right? Like, this is going to be the product where everyone can go in and invest into assets. It's the beginning of tokenized asset investments, right? Right now, we start with utility tokens due to regulations. Then we move into other type of assets, which could be real estate or equity of companies. And that is all coming on that one platform. We have already established the tech and built everything necessary to be able to do this. And what's really cool about it is that it's going live this month. We just had another meeting yesterday with the product team, went through all of the details, and they are still 100% committed to delivering the private investor platform this month. We will get a date for this very soon, and that means that we can start pushing hard on the marketing. Of course, for now, we're going to start marketing and get everyone, excited, start talking about the fact that this is happening this month. This means that it's just around the corner. There's no more soon. This is going to be now. On the IDO platform, I don't want to speak a lot about it. We already have 6 clients signed up for it, 3 of them listed, 3 more will be coming. This is, of course, as a part of a launch process with the customers, but the private investor platform does not depend on whether a client is launching now or later. That is something we can get to market right away, and people can actually engage with it as well. What's also very, very cool is that the product team was able to implement the public trading setup in the platform. This means that the DEX and swap integrations are both completed. Both of them are ready, and they have been tested and validated, and they will go live together with the private investor platform in July. So this means that from July, you will be able to trade the RWA Inc. token directly on our own platform. And you will also be able to trade our clients' tokens in the future. Live trading, everything happening on chain, straight in front of you on the platform itself. So you never need to leave the investor platform to either invest, participate in IDOs, or even trade the assets afterwards. Now, one thing that I personally am extremely excited about is the referral system. The investor referral system has been confirmed to be going live in Q3. The referral system has been validated, vetted, and confirmed by regulatory and legal department. And we now know that we can make it possible for anyone in the world within our KYC areas, of course, can earn passive income through the investor platform. All you need to do in the not so far future, this quarter, is to refer other people to the platform. Every time they invest into a project, a tokenized asset, or something else, you get 10 to 20% of the commissions that RWA Inc. is charging. This means that if you take an example of a $1 million raise and we charge a 10% commission, you get 20% of that if you're a diamond holder and you refer the people who invested. This means that you take away $20,000 in value from that referral. So this really means that if you have a great network, if you have a lot of people who are interested in investing in tokenized assets, investing in projects, investing in equity, this may actually be the future for you to make commissions and passive income through our internal referral system. So this is where I personally believe this can go ballistic, because now it can go exponential. A KOL can put this on a YouTube video. Thousands of people can join the platform. This means that we can now start creating that exponential growth in the not too far future. So this really means that the private investor platform and the DEX and swap are both live in July, and the referral system is live this quarter. Massive update for the project. And of course, let's talk just briefly about Q2, because a lot of people are saying, you're not doing anything. And I kind of wanted to show the list of roadmap that we actually set ourselves out to do. We expanded the board, yes, confirmed. We expanded the investor database, that's also confirmed. We added the investment platform to our overview. The tech is ready, only the signature process is missing, and that's coming this month. So a slight delay, but honestly, pretty much on point. We are building the referral system, correct? That has been confirmed, and now it's set into the actual design and development. The DEX implementation and integration are both completed. We have 75% completion on the AI agent implementation. That is also expected to be seen potentially here in Q3 as well. Reach 10,000 KYC users, also done. We needed to sign up a total of 10 clients at this point in time. That has been completed. We wanted to launch 5 customers, and so far the market unfortunately has not given us the opportunity. We have a lot of customers already ready to be launched, but they are just standing in a position where we can't really control whether they launch or not. So this was an aim to and not a commitment. We did 2, and that's really what we could get this Q, unfortunately, but a lot more will be coming in Q3 if the market continues to grow in the direction it's looking right now. We wanted to complete at least 1 broker security license. We completed RACDAO, UAE fully licensed in Dubai and the UAE. We are working on LFSA, security license setup, and we're also reviewing and working on the VARA setup. A lot more to come on this, but this is truly exciting because we are one of the very few businesses in Web3 that actually is fully compliant. Just like Kevin said, we have done all the things right. We're a foundation that can scale, and it cannot break because we did it right. And that's the difference between us and many others. Buyback and burn, 70K completed. We did all, as we promised, half of the revenue from Q1. And the only thing we actually really missed was the tier 1 listing. And I realized, hey, we understand, we learned we should not have been putting that as we commit to that, because we actually don't control it. The tier 1 listing platforms control it more than we do. We can only do everything to get there. What we have been speaking with the tier 1 the tier 1 exchanges about is what is necessary for us to get there. And they have told us, get the product live, show that people are using the product, expand the product, and show volume of the token. And then things will happen. We have only about 20 days left of almost all of the external investors that is adding sell pressure to the token, which means it could have bottomed. We cannot tell. We're not advisors in this, but it could mean that there is a turn of events. Everything is coming together right now. And that could lead to a potential interest from these bigger exchanges. So we will continue our work. We will work hard to get there. And this is a goal that will continue to be there. Touching quickly on product, the IDO section complete, private investor section going live this month, the DEX and swap integration going live this month, investor referral system is 75% done, going live in Q3, and the AI agent integration is 75% also expected in Q3. So now the whole ecosystem is coming together. and now it can scale. On marketing, we have all of our paid marketing. We paused it for a moment when the private investor platform got delayed, because again, we did not want to spend all of the money on advertising and missing platform. So we paused it, and now we're ready to kick all of it off right the moment we know that the investor platform is just around the corner. And this means that this will start from pretty much next week. So next week, you will start seeing a lot more noise, a lot more happening. Kevin talked about AMAs, webinars. We'll be pushing videos. We will be pushing, influencers. We will be pushing a lot of different things out there, and you will see a lot more happening. Our listings of the clients will come one by one, and you will see that coming on a daily basis. The reality is coming together right now. There's coming a new website update as well to make sure that that one website explains exactly what the product is and why it is so special, driving a lot more users to the platform. Also, the referral system, we'll start teasing on that, because we want everyone to get ready to push their referrals. Get your referral first, and it's your referral commission. Email campaigns will begin with more than 20,000 emails that we have in our database, both for investors that are more professional investors, private investors, retail, etc. And I just want to say that, and I think it's important, this might be the last time in the history of RWA Inc. that you can actually get a diamond tier for less than $500. I'm not saying that you have to, I'm just saying this might be the last time. I'll hand it over to AJ to talk a bit more about the business impact.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Kevin. Great updates as usual. Kevin and Mike carrying the show, and I'll count some beans. So in June, we had a really nice client side month. We added multiple new clients. As I mentioned last time, we have a staking requirement in place for all new clients. So you're actually starting to see that result in our staked RWA as a percentage of circulating supply. That keeps trending up, which is a great indicator, especially in the current kind of choppy conditions. Although it seems like maybe we've got a window of fresh air coming over the next several weeks. So as Mike mentioned, LFSA is effectively underway. We had one final document that we needed to prepare for that. That's been completed. The full submission is going in next week, and we expect that to be a roughly 2 to 3 month process of back and forth with them. But that will pave the way for us to issue actual RWA security tokens versus utility tokens, which has really kind of been the goal of this business from day one. So that's a huge milestone for us. Really interestingly, and if folks have been paying attention to what's been going on in the UAE, just in the last 24 hours, Vara announced that certain types of real world assets will be specifically carved out as non-securities unless they're already defined as securities. So what that means is if it's not effectively a traded security, right? So like a stock, those assets will be effectively carved out, which is a really interesting opportunity. And it actually aligns like almost perfectly with what we've been developing on the product side, what Kevin has been doing on the business side, really for almost 2 years. As a reminder, Kevin lived in Dubai for almost a year last year and was building a really interesting network of partners. And it seems to align, kind of perfectly with what this opportunity represents. You layer on top of that the fact that we are now launching the private investor platform at this time. It's kind of a perfect confluence where we can now actually go into this market much more quickly than we thought we could. It's a massive market. The market is almost 1 trillion dirhams today, just if we're talking about real estate in just Dubai, which is about a $250 billion market today. And there's already been about 10 projects that have been tokenized and issued through, 10 real estate sales that have happened that have been tokenized on the blockchain. This is a huge opportunity from our standpoint. It's a massive shift in kind of where we think we can take things. And thanks to the hard work that Kevin's been doing really since the inception of this business, spending a lot of time in that market, developing relationships, opening doors, and then the product teams delivering on the product side. We're pretty perfectly aligned to be one of the very few players that can actually open up this market. So really excited about that. If we look at where we're at on the token supply, we've added about 10 million more tokens staked month over month. So we had 61 million RWA staked last month. We're now at 71 million. So that's a 16% month over month increase. And that actually, as a percentage of circulating supply, we've seen that tick up. So what that means is more tokens that are unlocking are being staked than have been effectively ever previously. So it's a really exciting, kind of general directional trend that we're seeing. So that's over 20% of the June unlocked supply has been staked, which is the highest month ever. And really, there's three things driving this, right? So obviously, upcoming project launches. We've got a slate of project launches that are coming. The market seems to be kind of turning in a favorable direction, and as everyone knows, a lot of this comes down to market timing. So there are these kind of windows where there's opportunities to launch ICOs. We think we'll be entering one of those and going into Q3. Obviously, the release of the investor platform and allowing folks to participate in projects and in deals that otherwise most retail folks don't have the opportunity to invest in. That's a really important thing, and I think folks realize that and understand that if you get to diamond tier, you can participate at a higher level. And then the staking requirement for new clients. So those are the three big things that I think are driving this. I think we're going to continue to see this trend, moving into Q3, especially if the market decides to cooperate.
Awesome. So I just think it's really important for everyone listening. And I just want to say right now, I'm looking at 4,800 live viewers through X and YouTube. That is one of our biggest audiences till date. And people are listening in. People are actually asking really good questions. What about, the platform? What about tokenization? How's all of this coming to market? And what you're hearing today is the reality of one of the first businesses out there actually doing this the right way. One of the ones that can pave the way for tokenized assets on chain. And we may look small on the market cap right now, but the business is more serious than many, many others. So this will all come together. And as you all know, buyback and burns of 50% of the net revenue, this can only go in one direction because we know what we're building here. And as you heard today here, we are now looking into the real estate play as well. Tokenized real estate on chain potentially coming on our platform much earlier than we first expected because of regulations changing and because of a gameplay that we have done over years, building the right network, building the right connections. So not much further to say, but thank you, Kevin, and thank you, AJ, for the insights and for the promising news. This is truly exciting. Like, I have been personally looking forward to a real platform that did things fully transparently and was actually able to bring assets on chain. And this might be the one. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for listening in.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.